That's okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We're just going for the cleanse still. We're talking about it and sharing ideas about how we can further our detox pathways and open up the excretion and elimination of poisons, toxins, chemicals, heavy metals, yeast, candida forms, what else? Bacterial forms, microorganisms that need to get out. So we're just really going for it. And we're talking about intermittent fasting. So would you like to share anything on that, Hanina, about intermittent fasting? Because you are the fasting queen.
No. Okay, I can share a little bit about intermittent fasting. Basically, when you have a long period of time not eating, resting a digestive system, and will also help the detox process, and we all normally suggest people to start with 12 hours. Let's say you stop eating 8 o'clock in the evening, and then till 8 o'clock in the morning, so which is a lot easier to begin with for a lot of people. And so that's very basic. So we can even go to extend not drinking as well, because sometimes, and if you stop drinking liquid, and your body will will able to also dry up certain microorganisms, like mucus form, bacteria and stuff like that. When there's no water in the air and in the system, your body able to actually dry up those organisms, which is very efficient. So that's where we just suggest to do with part of the cleanse. And so instead of we doing like a long fast or juice fast and all this stuff, this is more easy to follow, like every day, basic stop eating 8 o'clock in the evening and until 8 o'clock in the morning. That's what we suggest to do for this group.
That's really
for beginner.
For beginners, yes, but we are also encouraging people during this first month of detoxing to really start to be aware of everything, to just increase our awareness. And one of those areas is how late we're eating in the evening. And so if we need to stop eating at least 2 hours before we sleep. And this is a very, very bare minimum for very beginners. If you're already doing that, or it's easy to do that, then please push yourself further, make it 3-4 hours, because it takes between 2 and 6 hours, depending on what you've eaten, for the digestive process to finish. And if we're backed up or our digestive system is not working so well, it will also take a longer time. And we want to go to bed on an empty stomach as much as possible so that all of our energy goes into healing and regeneration. And one of the reasons we are really suggesting that you start dry fasting at night is because you're asleep. It's the easiest time to say no. You've said no and you don't have to worry about it or fight your urges or cravings or anything. And some really important points about dry fasting are that it is a wonderful way to get the kidneys to start filtering better. Dry fasting is very, very key for keeping our kidney filtration in good condition. And there's different ways to test that, but we're not going to go into that now. It also helps to speed up the metabolism of fat to get access to that water that resides inside the fat cells. So this is really great for balancing the sugar in the blood and for weight loss as well. And there's just, it also helps to, when you have a longer fasting period at night, it allows the body to burn through more of your sugar stores, which gives your body a little bit more time to burn fat, as well as get rid of extra salt in your diet, which can lower the blood pressure. So there's lots and lots and lots of benefits from dry fasting.
So what's the period of dry fasting that you're recommending for no fluids?
12 hours at night.
So 12
And I think that's
hours.
all we'll start with this, this month or this week, because there's more ideas of dry fasting. But if we can get into the habit of that, of just at night, 12 hours solid, no eating and no drinking, it'll do wonders for our health.
Can you make me a co-host, Abigail? Is that possible?
Let me see.
Yeah, see if you could do it. I'll share something on my screen.
There you go.
And because I wanted to talk about the blood and how amazing fasting is in general. And it's really good to stop eating after 8 and give the stomach a chance. But what that does is it really impacts the immune system. And so let's see here. Okay, I think I'm on now. Can you see that?
Yes.
It's green. Okay, so here we're looking at normal blood. What you see here, the little bouncing things, that's not bacteria. When you look at under a microscope, there's heat from the lamp shining through to see the blood cells. It's called dark field microscopy. And using a dark field microscope, there's a neutrophil here moving in between the red blood cells. Now, if you have food in your stomach and you go to sleep and you're not digesting well, what happens is this guy right here, this neutrophil that's cleaning up and vacuuming, basically, he's going to be really busy with the food. So if you do fasting, they can do further cleansing for you on your behalf. Hand designed automatic, the vehicle is an automatic gear, and it's going to do greater cleanup, greater cleansing through the fasting process. And it gives your whole immune system a real wonderful jump start to not have to deal with a lot of undigested food particles. So I want to encourage that too. Not eating after 8 and not eating before bed, especially, and doing the fast. And this is, that's the end of that. I'll stop sharing. So it's really a great idea. And then the dry fasting is a whole nother, paradigm for me. So, but that's a wonderful idea. I'm going to try that. And I think we'll sleep better too if we don't have fluids, because the body wants to excrete. So that's really great. That's a great idea. Thank you for sharing that, Abigail and Hanina.
Now, this also means that we really have to make sure that we get all of our water intake earlier in the day. Really starting with a good liter of water first thing in the morning is very, very helpful to just keep up that hydration level during the day so that you don't even get to that place where you're feeling thirsty.
Yes.
And just don't forget to make it alkalized and electrolytes, add those electrolytes. That in the chat, in the event chat, we have a list of all the electrolyte foods and drinks. And this is really helpful because we want to have lots of electrolytes in our body for that really good cell health.
Yes, I'm going to have to jump out now because I have an appointment, but you can carry on and
okay,
I'll see you.
Can you make me host again?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see.
Only allows one at a time.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that. Just a second. It's fun playing host swap.
So the electrolytes really help to keep our cells in balance and all of our body actually, so that we do not have neurological or muscular dysfunctions. I'm just gonna, I'll share the screen real quick and show the, I think it's here. Is that it? No. Can you see the electrolyte page now? Okay.
Yeah.
So here are some food sources. This is food that we can eat that is they already have electrolytes in them. We don't even have to add it to our water. So this is a great resource right there. I'll repost it in the group for anyone who missed it. And then these are the liquids. We can add them to our water, or we can drink them on their own. Although I don't suggest pounding the maple syrup and molasses. Anya, do you have anything else to tell us about cleansing and detox?
I don't think so. I think I am just the intermittent fasting I've tried. I heard that like with the food we can do even longer, like possibly like water 12 hours, but food even longer than 12 hours.
I've done 3 40-day water fasts.
Yeah.
So and it's very possible. And I've done 3-day dry fasting. People can work themselves up. You have to go very slowly with dry fasting to do longer periods because your body needs to rebalance. And it's a good rebalancing. It's not an extreme. It's not like taking your body over the edge or something. It's how we're naturally created. We just don't live like nomads anymore. So we don't have that kind of balance anymore, but we can get there. And some people can go a long time without food or water very healthily.
My daughter did. My daughter did 7 days.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. And that also indicates how strong we are. The longer we can go with less, the stronger our bodies are. I mean, go in a healthy way, obviously. And dry fasting also just, it's amazing mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. It shuts down all the excessive stuff, all the excessive functions, and just focuses, really direct, efficient focusing. So it's really powerful, but definitely to do under the supervision of a healthcare professional very carefully. But 12 hours, you can't go wrong at night.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's a Yom Kippur fast. It's like 26 hours, right? That's 26 hours. But anyway, spent 26 hours. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, for healthy people, definitely, yeah, it's very good to practice that because and also it's also helped the anti-aging process to and prolong your life longer. The more people fast, the longer they live. Actually, the study shows that. And of course, it maintains your metabolism. For people who want to lose weight, people want to gain weight. Some people mistaking that people are very thin, they shouldn't fast. That's not true. They can actually readjust the metabolism. They can actually gain weight by fasting.
It rebalances your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and also I think in our society, when people are sick and they try to make the person eat, which is wrong. When person is sick, actually, of course, depend on. I mean, I'm talking about not very like elderly, weak people like that. I'm talking about like in general, like someone sick, for a day or two, they should really stop eating, instead force them to eat, because your body cannot digest and heal in the same time. Your body can only do one thing at a time. So
I feel that's so surprising with like my children. I feel children do this naturally. When my boys get sick, and I mean they're small, they get sick, they don't want to eat. I'm
exactly.
like, hey, you want an apple, you want something, and they're like, no.
Exactly.
It's like
that's the instinct. Okay. But that is oftentimes the mother would give them chicken soup.
Yeah.
When somebody's sick, your chicken soup. But in the nature, that's what animal does. When they're sick, they'll go hide in the cave and sleep for a few days, and they get better and come out.
Exactly. They ground. They go to a quiet, dark space. They get on the ground, and sometimes they dig a hole. Anything to get into the dirt, to get as close to as they can to ground or stone. And I've seen animals even heal broken limbs, like deers would heal a broken leg like that, as long as they don't get discovered.
Exactly. So much to learn from the nature.
Yes, and this is, I'm so excited for our journey through this. You know, at the end of the day, the biggest thing that I'm taking away from my involvement with doTERRA is not a product. It's an awareness, and it's a symbiotic nature, and a rebalancing, and a deeper connection with nature, with people around me, with myself. Spiritually, it's incredible. I'm so grateful for our team, and for all the support that we give each other, and encouragement to really dive into what it means to really live naturally.
Right.
Okay, well, if
Absolutely.
no one else has anything to share right now, I think we'll wrap it up so that we
Okay.
can not take too much of your time, and we'll be talking to you again on Sunday morning at
Okay.
10 o'clock. Join us for another deep clean detox encouraging video call, and we'll have some new challenges for this week coming up, daily and the week. And I think gut cleansing and enemas. So.
Yep.
My enema kit is coming in.
Hey, if my 14-year-old can do it, we can all do it. Actually, they even did it when they were like 7 and 8.
Mm.
I used to give my children enema when they were sick, when they were little.
Yeah, very helpful for those kids.
We actually joked about it the other day. Everybody talking about the experience. We were laughing so hard.
Yeah. Okay, folks. Well,
Like how do you make them lay still though? It's like,
oh, I didn't make them. They agreed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, when they're 7, 8, I think you can talk them, you can like say, look, that's really gonna help.
Yeah, yeah. With little ones, you don't use a regular enema. When they're smaller, you just use the syringe bulb, and you squeeze the water in and set them on the toilet. You don't like.
Yeah.
They won't remember that experience.
No.
Oh, I've got some experience. Okay, stories. All right. Okay, ladies. Until Sunday.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a great end of week.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good day. Thank you.